So in this video, I want to talk about what we call our discriminant. And the discriminant itself is actually the stuff that is under the square root when you're doing the part of the quadratic equation that is b squared minus 4ac. And what ends up happening is because of the way we take square roots, depending on the sign of this value, it'll tell you what types of solutions you get. And there's three types of solutions you can get. The first one is if is b squared minus 4ac is greater than 0, which means that it is positive. If it's positive, you're going to get what we call two real solutions. The next one you can get is if b squared minus 4ac is less than 0, which means that it's a negative. If it's negative underneath the square root, you're going to have to pull out the odds. So that means you're going to get two imaginary solutions. And the third thing you can get is, so if it's not positive, it's negative, it's neutral. And by neutral, I mean that it equals 0. If b squared minus 4ac equals 0, you get one real solution. And you'll learn eventually this is what we call a double root. So we can use the discriminant to tell what kind of solutions we're going to get. So here, look at this equation. It says x squared plus 4x plus 4. Remember what we do? We need to label what a is. A equals 1, b is equal to 4, and c is equal to 4. So all I'm going to do is b squared minus 4ac. So it'll be 4 squared minus 4 times 1 times c, which is 4. So when I calculate this, I get 4 squared is 16 minus 4 times 4 is also 16. So you get 16 minus 16, which equals 0. Because your answer is 0 here, you will get one real solution when you actually calculate this. So you get one real solution. Look at the next one. Here, your a is equal to 5. That's in front of the x squared. Notice that there is no x term. It's just a c term. Your c is equal to 7. So when you calculate this, b is essentially going to be equal to 0. And so when we set this up, we have 0 squared minus 4 times a, which is 5, times c, which is 7. So now we have 0 minus 4 times 5 times 7 is going to be 20 times 7, 140. That's equal to a negative 140. So what this literally means is that underneath square root, you're going to have a negative 140. Because it's a negative number, we know that that's going to produce imaginary numbers. Every imaginary number comes in a pair. So you'll have two imaginary solutions. And the last one, a equals 3, b is equal to negative 2, and c is also equal to negative 2. So we go ahead and work our b squared minus 4ac, so we get negative 2 squared minus 4 times 3 times a negative 2. Negative 2 squared is 4. And remember, you're going to work all this stuff first right here. So that's 4 times 3 is 12, times a negative 2 is a negative 24. And that's a negative 24. Then you have this minus right here sitting in the front, so it'll make it a positive 24. So this is equal to 28. And because you get that 28, this tells me that we have, this is a positive number, you're going to get two real solutions. So again, types of solutions are, if it's positive, you get two real solutions. If it's negative, you get two imaginary solutions. If it's equal to 0, you get one real solution. That's what we call a double root.